Hey, it's Rody here. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what I do in Beachbody as a coach, how it works for me, and how I support my wife actually in this position. As a husband of a gal that's very good at this business, I was the one that started actually. So I support her now, knowing that she has built a very good clientele and has done some really good things with how she's done it. And I like to go and support her, but I also run this myself. I also have I have my own guys group for our team. And I just love doing this with the spouses of a lot of the women. And I use it as a supportive role in some ways. I can also do it myself. I love talking to guys, helping them with their goals. My biggest passion is helping guys find their energy. I think most men or fathers or whatever, husbands, they literally are always lacking energy of some sort. If they're working all day, they come home, they're toast, they don't have that energy. And I think Beachbody brings a fantastic answer to that problem. And I really believe in it. I live by it. I am a product of that environment, and it's worked for me. I have energy beyond belief for my kids. I can play with them 8 hours and still have fun, and they could be as sassy as it gets, and that's when I might get a little sassy too, but I still have the energy. I still have the endurance, which is huge. That has to do with working out and having the right nutrition. I think that is where as a Beachbody coach, you're not selling, you're showing, you're being that product. And what a Beachbody coach is using social media platforms. I believe social media platforms are the best avenue. They are free. They are not a walk in the park. You do need to learn and develop your skills on them, how to post right, how to brand yourself, how to do those things. And that's the work you're really doing. You're doing work on you. That comes out in your social media, and from that, people are drawn to you, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you don't go and actually invite people or go to their Facebook pages and write a message or whatever you're going to do, but it definitely has to do with you. It has to do with this person becoming the best version, and that does hit your market, and you do have a different market than me. Women have different market than steaks. There's all these different things. And even if someone is an avatar, and what do I mean by avatar? Avatar is sort of someone with similar likeness of yourself. And so when you're looking for someone in Beachbody, you're looking for someone that's sort of like yourself in some ways. Obviously, looks don't always have to be that, but just they have a passion. You're drawn to the person. If you're drawn to Stacy right now and you're in this group at all, or one of the other coaches, take that as a compliment. That's part of the process. That's what's drawn you to want to come and check this out. And that's the fun part, because that means you're feeling something that is telling you that you could go do this too. Because it's not difficult, it just takes some work. And so yeah, there is work involved. It is learning about you, learning about what you really want and why you want it. Why do I want this? Why do I want Beachbody? Because it helps people. It helps people lose weight. It helps people feel better. It helps them sleep better. It helps them do better in life. And whether they're working a regular job, whether they're just being a parent, parenting is one of the hardest jobs. All the things that go in the scope of that. If you're single, you're working, you're doing this, you're going out with friends, you're trying to find that person that you want to be with the rest of your life. It all is energy driven, and this gives you energy. Working out daily gives you energy. Shakeology gives you energy. And so as a Beachbody coach, you're just talking about that. You're sharing that consistently. You're sharing that I have an answer to a problem that you have. And so it's finding those people. And so then it becomes, as you graduate and you've done that part of it and you consistently do that, and that's never going to stop, you start having a team and you bring someone on and they start having a transformation. They go through the process. Well, guess what? Now that person's going to be in this kind of group. They're going to come in. They're going to hear about this. They're going to go through that process. They're going to say, oh yeah, this is something that I could definitely share what I've done, talk about it, and then draw some people and go out there. And you do have to lead generating time. You do have to go out and find some people at times. But it's not hard selling. There's no hard selling. There's no, I got to cold call this person and say, hey, do you want to buy Shakeology? No, you'll never do that. You just shouldn't do that. It should never be done. It should be, hey, I just wonder if you're into fitness. Are you into fitness? Are you into something like that? And you go and you can look and you can do some background, work. And um, again, it takes time. But what are we trying to do? In life is about helping each other. It's so much more than just me, me. It's about all of us. It's about helping this person over here and this person, our spouse, our kids, our friends, our family, our neighbor, whoever it is around you. You want to help them, and this gives that answer. It's a pure help based business, and so there's other things that would be taught is about taxes and how to run a business, and you're going to want to do personal development. Reading personal development is huge. It's something that you should be doing every day, and this brings it together because we really do read a lot of personal development. I'm reading one of Gary Vaynerchuk's books right now, and it just opens my mind to new things, new mentalities, where I want to go next, how I want to do it, another tip on branding myself and how to get there. And so that's what you're doing. You're continually just striving to get a little bit better yourself and then sharing with other people so that they can go do the same thing. You're not trying to bring every person on to go and rule the world and change the world or whatever. Sometimes you're just changing that person's life by letting them get in something, get a little healthy, lose some weight, and they're just going to consistently do that, not changing anything from what they're doing other than that piece. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take Shakeology, they're going to have this stuff, they're going to do these things. That's all they're going to do. They're never going to be a coach. They're never going to go do something like that. That's fine. I'm not looking for the people that don't want to do it. I'm looking for the willing that want to be a part of this team, this family, this special group. One of the other things I'll say as a coach, the trips are amazing. There's thing called Success Club, and it's bringing on people each month, and it's sort of a recruiting incentive, I would say. And we've gone on 2 trips free now. Stace has earned a trip to Cancun for us, all expense paid, pretty much, except for a little bit of plane ticket. And then we just went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and we earned those for free. And I will tell you, the cool thing about as you get into this coach mentality and these people that are in here, it's a same mindset type mentality. You have tons of people. You go on these trips and you're like, you think like me, you think like me, you think like me. And it's a family, it's a group of people that are just all in the same mentality, which is unreal. It was unreal for me. It was just unreal to like, holy cow, I don't have to explain everything I'm doing. These people just get me. Oh, that is hard to do. Even in business, at a regular job, or in real estate that I've been in, or building that I've been in, to find people that you relate to is very difficult at times. You're different. You're just different. And this, you're not. You're different in the way that you have your own unique brand. You have your own unique look of what you're trying to do. But the mentality is still the same. Be the best you can. Help people all the time. Continually strive to find new people and like help them. Help. That's really what it comes down to. And just being available. And we also work hard. I mean, it's not an hour a week if you want to do something as a full-time income in time. It's just not. It's a full job, but it has freedom available. Our schedules now, Stace and my schedule, are very much our schedules. We make them. I take our son for the day. Today is, I can't remember what today is, but today is the 2nd, I think, of May. And I took my son to the zoo for 3 hours. Now, am I working today? Absolutely. I worked before, and I took those 3 hours, or 2 hours I was there with him, but I made him lunch and did some stuff with him. And then I worked when we got home, and he was watching a show or whatever, and then he's going to go to nap. But I got to spend time with my son, where if I was at my regular job, I would never have that opportunity. Taking him to the zoo on a beautiful, sunny, 80-degree day in Washington State? Are you kidding me? That's none of my friends. There's only one of my buddies that can do stuff like I get to do. And I would say of worth of what we can do, it's priceless. It is definitely still a job at times. There are points of every bit of whatever you do in life that have that job feeling. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do paperwork. I got to send out links. I got to do things. Yes, they get tiresome. You get people that don't respond to you. You get that person that's, yeah, I'm ready to sign up, and I'm going to do this. And then you're like, okay, good. Okay, I got this. Okay, next person, that person doesn't do it. So you're like, They said yes. They haven't, now they won't respond to me. They won't get back to me. It's the way it goes. It's okay. You might be in this group and you were there and Stace reached out to you or one of the coaches reached out to you and you're like, yeah, I could check this out and do that. And you might have been one of the ones that said you were going to do it and it took you 3 months later to finally sign up for that challenge pack or whatever you end up doing. And now it's been helping you and changing your life and you're seeing the value in it. But before, it just didn't mean something. So as a coach, you have to go, whoa, this person might not be at that spot right now. And you have to be able to separate yourself and literally get out of yourself and think, this is about them. They are at a different place right now. They might have had something come up. They might have had something. So you can't take everything personally. And that's where we make or break. And usually those first 3 months of coaching is where you make or break it. You're going to either do it or you're not. Now, some don't. They actually go longer and then they stop or whatever. But first time I ever went to a Super Saturday, which is these groupings together when we get together as coaches and just have these little more training. They have special speaker there, so you get a little more invaluable information, and you can bring some potential coaches or whatever you want to go. It's a great way of learning about the company a little bit more, and you get that feeling when you have a bunch of other coaches around there that this is a real thing. And there was a guy named Mark Briggs there, and he said if you can stay in this thing for 2 years, you'll never go back. And I can say without a doubt, it's been 2 years, over two and a half. I started in 2012, but we didn't really start doing this till the end of 2013. I did it a little bit, but I was working real estate and still doing a full-time job and really went off of it for about 8 months because just some of my around me, the support wasn't there. I didn't have anything and I didn't know where to go. But we found that. We finally found that, and I started searching it out with Stace, and we started pushing, and we found the right leadership and the right people to be with, and that makes all the difference. Is your upline people, the people that are above you that have already done that have already paved ways, that have already led ways, and it saved us so much time. And all of a sudden, you had these people helping you. But he said you got to be in it 2 years. So I said, okay, that's like a regular business. Shoot, I know my businesses. I have a couple that have done well. A couple of them, man, it's been 3 years and they still are fighting to get out of that rut. Now they have good potential for the future, but that's how entrepreneurship is. It's about pushing and consistency and doing something on a consistent basis. So I would say it's worth every bit of time. It has its ups and downs. It definitely has its ups and downs, just like anything else in life. But it is definitely worth it. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps you in your decision making, in what you're thinking and feeling. And, I just want you to be inspired to go outside of yourself and meet people where they're at and go pass on, be a product of the product and then pass on what you've learned, because if it saves someone's life, because this is a life-saving industry or a company, we want to save people's lives, because you may not be saving their life for tomorrow, but 15 years from now, you might save their life. And their life now may last out that 50 years more where it should be, or 30 years more, or whatever, instead of cutting it off 15 years short. And I think that's beyond powerful. I think it's beyond anything that we could do, in my job. I just can't do that in real estate. I can help a person buy a house, but I can't save their life. And I think that's the blessing that we have. And it's a stewardship of going and passing that on. It would be a tragedy for me to not share what has happened with the life change that I've gone through. So, hope you're encouraged. Good luck, and have a great day.